So all right, the business profile we chose was Chick-fil-A. And this is a quote by their owner Truett Cathy. He said, "We must motivate ourselves to do our very best, and by our example, lead others to do their best as well." This is just a chart showing how in 2014 their average sales were 500 more than any other company out there, which is really interesting and shows their growth. In this presentation, we're just going to go over PACE, which is professionalism, academics, character, and engagement. In store, Chick-fil-A employees are very polite and will definitely work with you if you need any like accommodations or whatever you need, and you'll receive your food in a timely manner as always. And out of store, your meal is always correct. You don't have to check your bag for anything, and they always offer sauce for you. You don't have to ask for it at all, and the food is always fresh. And educational assistance, they give out 1,850 scholarships for up to $2,500, and students can reapply for these every 4 years, or once every 4 years. And they have another scholarship where 12 students have an opportunity to receive $25,000. This is one time. And also they give educational assistance options to all their employees that may be going to college or seeking education.
So the character in PACE for Chick-fil-A, one thing they do to really show their character in the community, every time they open a new location, they have a camp out in the parking lot of the Chick-fil-A. And one thing that's really cool that they do, so each person of the first 100 people to show up for the camp out receive free chicken sandwiches for a year. And another thing they do is they always do a book drive. So people around the community are welcome to bring books, and then at the end they gather all the books and do one big book donation to really help out the community and the literacy of the youth. And then finally, for character, they do a day of service. So especially in the local communities of their restaurants, they'll have a bunch of their employees get together and go to not as well-to-do neighborhoods, and they'll do service there, whether that be picking up trash or maybe gardening or just service to help out the community. And for community impact and engagement, Chick-fil-A really focuses on organizations that have emerging leader development, innovative education, and youth entrepreneurship. So 3 of these companies are Tech for America, Friends of the Children, and Youth Entrepreneurs. So Chick-fil-A gave $1.2 million to 22 different organizations last year, and that is a number that is continuously growing and will continue to grow as long as Chick-fil-A continues to be successful. Making their mark, Chick-fil-A really has a presence in the community, which is why they're so good at engaging with the community. They had over 7,000 hours of community service, and over 785 employees volunteered to do this community service. So it's not just 1 or 2 people, it's communities and Chick-fil-A restaurants as wholes volunteer their time. And they also had over 40 volunteer activities, and like Sam said earlier, there was over 1,875 scholarships awarded. So these are just some tweets that customers of Chick-fil-A have put on social media that back up PACE at Chick-fil-A. So the top one up here says that Chick-fil-A service is unmatched. And then right under it, it says Chick-fil-A employees are walking people to their cars with umbrellas. Their service is unmatched. Constant theme. The next one, Chick-fil-A service is so good that you don't even have to check the bag before you drive off. So that just goes to show, like, they know what they're doing. They always get your order right, which isn't true for all fast food restaurants. An elderly couple down in Texas for Hurricane Harvey was trapped in their home due to flooding. And They didn't know what to do, so they called the local Chick-fil-A, and the manager came on a jet ski and saved both of the elderly homeowners. So if that doesn't say customer service, I don't know what does. And lastly, we have a couple of Chick-fil-A fun facts to end it out. So 280 million chicken sandwiches are distributed each year, which is roughly 537 per minute or 9 per second. There are enough waffle potato fries produced each year, equivalent to 17,000 elephants. Out of the 20,000 people who apply to operate a Chick-fil-A franchise, only 70 are accepted. So they're really picky about who operates their franchise, and that's how they really keep the character, really standards high in their restaurant. And also, and finally, 15% of the gross sales the franchise owners must pay to Chick-fil-A. So Chick-fil-A does make their money, and that's where they donate so much money to other organizations. And that's Pace and Chick-fil-A. Thank you.